Hello everybody, welcome back to another F125 League Racing video. We are here for, finally, it's been a long time coming, but we are back for LDR, and we missed the past two race weekends. The reason why is actually, as I explained before, the PS5 decided to crap itself, and we literally cannot do anything on there, so I had to take a 2-week hiatus from the league, and we're back, and hopefully we can kind of get some good momentums going. But we're at Spa this week. A track where I do like. Spa is probably one of my favorite tracks when it comes to all classes of racing, so I'm very much excited about it. But I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Enjoy this video, guys, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. So here we are for our first qualifying lap of the session, obviously during a sprint race weekend. Now kind of what I do is I tend to really do a lap on the medium and then a lap on the soft towards the end. So like I said, we're just going to try to get a good banker lap in at the moment, and then our last one we'll try to see what we can achieve. But yeah, only 11 car grid tonight. A couple people are returning to the grid. If you remembered in F124 and actually the Mexico race from season, I think it was season 6, Jose is back. Rassam is also back in reserving for this weekend. I believe maybe a couple other people as well. But yeah, so far numbers are pretty tough right now, but at the same time, I mean, it's going to help me out with the points, so I'm not complaining too much. But obviously you want to see more people come in, and it's quite unfortunate, but like I said, we just got to get a good Baker lap in right now. And let's see, 11 people, it could still be very close. We're going to come across the line now. Somewhere to the 143s will be awesome, and actually we do that quite well. So not a bad first lap to start off the session with. It's definitely time in the first sector. Probably the middle sector might be a little bit more. Now we're going to have to mainly just try to get a lap on the soft tires, but like I said, there is definitely a lot of time in this setup, and I actually believe I am kind of messing up a little bit because I haven't really been playing much of the game, but I definitely, when it comes to the setup, I think I've definitely have made a little bit of a mistake on the setup. Very much a little bit tricky when it comes to the straight line speed, but also a little bit challenging in the corners. I think everybody in this session is running 0-0 wings, so I might be on the back foot compared to them, and I'm also trying to learn how to use the battery and also trying to use some tips. But like I said, I mean, the second lap, we're not really too much of a qualifier, so I've always said that before, qualifying is like my #1 weakness, but we found a 10th so far in the first sector. That's a purple sector 1 actually, so that's pretty positive to see. But trying to keep the minimum turn in. I have been kind of getting some tips from another driver, and he's been kind of coaching me a little bit on kind of what to do. And he said minimum turn-in is your best because you will find a lot of time. So he's been telling me to be as smooth with the inputs, the same way I am with iRacing. So that is kind of what I was trying to do. And you can see, I think we had a massive lift through Puan, which isn't really ideal. But so far, still 3/10 up on this lap, and did not really take the no-name corners, I believe, very well as we now approach into another no-name corner. And Jose with a 142.6, pretty positive lap so far, and we still keep on pushing on. But yeah, only 4/10 up, so this is not really going to be a lap time which is really going to be too great. We need to have a heroic through Blanchimont we go. Emerson with a 142.4, very strong lap from him. We're going to come across now to the bus stop chicane and see what we can really achieve here, but you only see 4/10 up. This is not a good lap whatsoever. We're really on the back foot coming in, and we're going to set a 142.7, but holy moly, that was not a great lap whatsoever. I have no idea what went wrong there, but that's not great. That's not great at all. Give it laps on mediums. Good. Definitely a little bit startled with that lap, but obviously 8-lap sprint race. This should be pretty fun with a 8-lap sprint, but obviously, like I said, we just really have to keep our head down as we're now approaching into the 5 lights here for a little 8-lap sprint. 11 cars on the grid, and we are underway for the sprint race. Actually got a pretty terrible start. I actually thought that start was a little bit better, But it was not. It was a pretty crappy start. Xylee goes out very wide. He's actually, well, he's absolutely cooked the first corner. And, well, that is not what you have to do, my guy, but you did that. And Emerson still leads ahead of Jose, and we line up in the third. Carlos, a.k.a. the man that just likes to crash into everybody, is in fourth, and teammate Clint in fifth as well. So very positive start to the race so far. Just trying to get to the slipstream of Jose. He's actually going to go around the outside of Emerson. And I believe he's actually going to make that move. So yes, he does. Emerson with the defense of a chicken at that rate. I mean, he defended the inside line, but he really cannot hold that whatsoever, I guess you could say. But still coming into, and Jose still quietly ahead, but like I said, so far, mainly the goal is just going to try to stay with Emerson, to really just see if we can try to use some DRS sharing if we can with him. That would ultimately be the goal. As you see, we get our first track limits warning, 3 and you're out, and we cannot really afford any more of those. But Jose with a 148 flat, so obviously we're going to find a lot more time, that is for sure. But let's see if Emerson can hopefully stay in his DRS. But Emerson is definitely struggling in the dirty air. And I'm also feeling it too. It's not pretty as we have a yellow flag. That might be one of the McLarens that have that is retiring. Don't know if that is Knight or one of the other guys. I think there is a McLaren making his debut in the league, but Emerson's going to get DRS here. So now it's just going to be a DRS train. But Legacy, now we get a good point at the straight line speed, and I think Emerson is running 0-0 wings because we really cannot. I mean, we're kind of struggling a little bit to keep up with him, I guess you could say. And we definitely got his teammate behind him in Carlos, which originally is filling in for CMS, who I don't know where he is, but he's somewhere, probably not playing the game. But you can see we're going to go on the outside of Emerson. It looks like he's going to pull a little bit of a DRS chicken because the detection line is, well, it's coming up. So, you know, they told us we're not allowed to play DRS chicken, but, you know, this guy does not want to listen to the rules. And unless he just completely choked the last corner, which that could have been. But like I said, I'm not really going to report anything. But now we have to kind of defend, because I really don't want any of these two guys passing me, mainly because that guy in fourth is he's going to commit some war crimes. But it's 3. I'm in the meat in the sandwich, I guess you could say. We're going to somehow actually stay ahead of both the Astons. So definitely was not ideal to be going 3 wide through the chicane or whatsoever, I guess you could say. But Carlos still with a excellent, honestly, with a just excellent straight line speed. You can see by this deficit, he's just got the run, and he's going to make possibly the move. But yes, he does, and he actually is completely gone deep. And well, now he's going to get a terrible exit, and now we have to possibly thinking about trying to get past him, but he's just really slow, and he kind of just, well, he just kind of completely just choked under pressure, I guess you could say. And he overcooked his corner, which is not ideal, and that's probably something he probably should not have done. But we'll still keep on going. Lap 6 now, and Emerson is 7/10 back, and Clint is just got a train behind him with, I believe that is Xylee and a couple of the other people as well. But we're gonna get the DRS here on Carlos, and we'll get around Carlos here pretty good. Jose is just gone. He's got a very good gap in front, 3 seconds ahead of the lead, and honestly, that is well deserved. He is very quick, as a lot of people knew from the Mexico race. That boy is fast. Last lap now, and Carlos just still stayed within this DRS, and he's really just been kind of following me along. He's got a lot more battery than what I do. I believe he's basically at 100%. I believe he just harvests the entire way. But we're going to have to try to burn some battery, as I think we're burning a little too much right now approaching up the hill. But no matter what, he's going to get this slipstream, and it's just going to absolutely eat us up. And you can see how much battery he's got. He's got a lot more battery. He's got the DRS. He's running 0-0 wings. We are so cooked. We got no battery on the straight. Oh, we just hit the side of Carlos completely as we're going to cut the chicane, just try to get back onto the track. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That is that is at least 3 race bans coming my way. That was stupid. I just I just tried to cut the chicane because I thought I was going to lose too much time, but yeah, that was really dumb. Let's hear what I have to say about that. I deserve that. I just want to cut the chicane because fuck it. I got a good gap behind. Typical racing with dumbass. It's like the 600th time I've raced with him, and he's done something fucking stupid. It's the guy who doesn't know how to fucking race clean. This is the one who committed the terrorist attack. I mean, Carlos, I mean, I don't really, looking back at it, that was all on me. I don't have no idea what I was doing. Clearly it was a lost of head from my perspective, because I shouldn't have really done that. And, well, that was just really dumb. But, yeah, honestly, I don't know what happened with that weird turn-in. I think I just completely just turned into his line. So, clearly a lack of awareness, that's on me. And, well, I take the penalty for it because we get no points. So, AW, I guess you could say. But, final, and, well, actually, the only qualifying session now, the last of it, 18 minutes. And, like I said, they don't do full qualifying anymore. The reason why is, I think it's just because they're trying to change it up. But, obviously, Tier 1 is now no assist league as well. So, I mean, you can use their corner and line, but it's technically no assist. So I think a lot of people are kind of on that sort of that back foot of trying to kind of learn no assist as well. So maybe that's possibly why we don't have many drivers per se, but it could be a lot of other things as well. So you just never know. But first lap, not a great lap. Not a great lap whatsoever, and I believe it was only a 143.6. So that is like bottom tier. Like, that might be an all-time low right there. 6/10 we're losing. Yeah, I have no idea where this quali pace is, but we have nothing. I mean, we dead ass really got nothing. And it's quite a shame because I actually felt really good around here, but I think it's also the setup and also my bad driving that is costing us a lot. So it's not a great start so far to the weekend on a Friday night. It is a terrible feeling right now, but Jose is on his out lap, and flat through Blanchimont, and not Blanchimont, excuse me, Pouan. But I think we were going into hot lap mode to see if, like, okay, maybe we could find a little bit more time in hot lap, but we really didn't find much. I mean, yeah, we're up by 7/10, but that's not good enough. I mean, that is really not good enough whatsoever. We need to find like at least 1.8 to like 1.7. We need to be somewhere into the 141s. That's what everybody's going to be setting here, but when we come across the line, it's only a 143 flat. We are struggling. I don't know what is going on from my side. There would have been a lot more time in that where they use set. I'm just slow. Big shame, because I felt pretty good coming into this weekend. The washed allegations are coming back. The washed allegations are coming back. That's all I gotta say. But, yeah, only P6 on the grid. It's pretty crazy. 6th and 7th. Yeah, I have no idea what... I don't even think we can even found 6/10, to be honest with you. You can even tell as well, Xylie's lap times, they weren't even that great either, so... That was honestly just a shocking qualifying session. I did not expect to be that slow, but yeah, that's not great. But like I said, race pace is always clutched. It's always been my clutch, and yeah. Hopefully the race pace honestly is just better than everything else, because I feel like we do have a lot of good pace. But we just gotta pick our battles right, and hopefully one of the front runners just kind of makes a mistake and we can just scoot on through. But the one stop is definitely happening. It's going to be medium to hard. It's going to be a one stop. It's not a two stop. If people don't go for the one stop, I'll be very much surprised, because it's clearly a one stop. Sometimes the DEG, you never want to look too much into the DEG, but it's a one stop. It's so clear. It's clear to the naked eye. It really is. But here we go for the 5 red lights here for the feature, lights out, and actually got a pretty decent start, and actually got a pretty decent launch, actually, so I'll take that, thank you very much. And going around the outside of teammate Clint, and also got hit by, I think that might have been, that wasn't Xylie, that was someone else that hit us. That was probably Rick Starr that did that. So it's okay, we still keep on going through, and you can see right now, down into P6, but following everybody through a bridge of Reading, we go, and now down into the Wellington Straight. And I have no idea what I'm saying. That is not the right corner. I am terrible at I am absolutely terrible at some of the corner names. But Rick Starr with the send of a lifetime around the outside, and that was a brilliant send from him. And well, he done me so dirty that I definitely had to give him props for that one, because that was really good from him whatsoever. But you see that Jose actually has lost out maybe a couple positions as well on that start as well, but Clint making a really good position. So I believe Carlos leads ahead of Emerson and a couple other people as well, but Xylee, I believe, has something happened to Xylee because he's now dead last, so I don't know what he did, but something's happened to him, I guess you could say, but still going through. And I believe Clint maybe have locked up a little bit, but like I said, we're just going to have to try to get an opportunity on Rickstar here to make a pass. And obviously we want to get around Rickstar, we want to get around Rassam. We really just want to see if we can get up to the podium. I think this is probably the best shot we're going to have a podium all season until all the sweats come back, so we really got to take advantage of it, I guess you could say. But you can see we're in the DRS, but it's just a DRS train, and that's also just been a thing with 25. It's just seemed to be DRS trains left and right, where it's just really hard to pass. But we have a good, actually have a pretty decent run. We had a pretty decent run through the chicane on Rickstar, but he still did that really well. Someone's gone off. That's Jose. Jose is completely, I don't know what happened to him, but he just completely just went wide. I don't know if someone pushed him off. I have no idea what happened to Jose, but he got shafted. The man that probably had the best shot to win has been taken out. Someone took him out. I don't know who did, unless he just made a mistake. But down on the inside on Rickstar through Puan, and now approaching no name corners. Yeah, honestly, I was kind of surprised by that, but we made a brilliant pass on Rickstar. Next up is Rassam and the man himself, the terrorist, in third place. But set the fast lap, and then Xylee says, screw your fast lap, I want that back. I don't think anybody's really going to get a point for fast lap. I know in real life that they got rid of it, but I don't think it's the same thing in this LDR as well. But lap 3 now, just going to have to try to follow through and honestly to see what happens, because again, it's going to be curious to see how Emerson defend this. But Clint Bobsky's going for the lead. My fellow teammate, my Ferrari teammate, is going for the lead. And he's going to make that pass. He's actually made contact with actually both the Astons as they both crashed. Carlos and Emerson have came together. I have no idea what just happened, but they just completely just came together. Oh my god. This is... that was insane. But, hey, I'll take that. Thank you very much. That's a free pass. I ain't complaining. Clint gets a 3-second. Clint choked, Clint choked turn number 1. And we're going to sneak down the inside. I think Clint just let us through, but we have a good opportunity on Rassam here. And, well, we're going to go for the lead. Why not? We ain't got nothing to lose. Hell, I know the title might be out of reach, but they say you never give up. We go down the inside on Rassam. We're going to take the lead of the Belgium Grand Prix. And, actually, now we're going to have to try to see if we can maybe drag Rassam through, and hopefully he can just follow us through. And me and Rassam also had very good teamwork in the past. In another league, we were both teammates, really strong. I think me and him both 1-2'd at Monza at one point. So I've always had a good relationship with Rassam. He's definitely one of the cleanest drivers I think I've ever raced with, personally, compared to a lot of other people I've raced with. But very clean when it comes to his wheel to wheel. But well, we got fast lap, and Xylee gets fast lap back. So Xylee's matching us basically, but he's just maybe 2/10 faster. So he's just kind of following us through, but we're just kind of using, honestly, we're just playing it smart. That is honestly the whole goal. And, well, we're just going to try to get to our pit window. We'll be curious to see how anybody's going to pit, because I'm curious to see if Xylee's going to go for the undercut. But you can see 3 people behind. I believe Xylee's got 3 seconds. So Xylee either cut the chicane or he has used up all his track limits warnings, because Xylee never gets track limits warnings. So I am shocked to see that he did get that. We should be the ones that be getting the track limits warnings, not him. But yeah, you can see lap 6 now. Well, we've gapped Rassam 2.2, so Rassam is he's just really struggling, I think, at this moment. But he's got a good gap behind, and actually Xylee makes the pass. I believe actually no, Rickstar's in, so Rickstar's into the pits, and well, he's in. And hopefully we can just kind of push on through, but we're trying to get to lap 9. That is the goal. We're going to have to try to get to lap 9 to really make the opportunity to make that pass. But we'll sort of just make this strategy work. But I think Xylee's going to come in. I think Rassam's going to come in this time. It's going to be curious. It's going to get interesting, but we're going to have to full push this lap, because I think we're going to be coming boxing this lap. And that is the goal, to box this lap.
Boxing this lap, box. No? Stay out.
There's the word, box. And actually I had someone in my chat that was kind of giving me some strategy. I'm not going to name that person, but if they're watching this, they know who they are. I believe that is the first track limits warning of the first track limits warning of the main feature. But yeah, he told me to get to lap 8, lap 9 Bucks and just really undercut, because I think he thinks that I might have a great opportunity to sort of maybe Bucks next lap. I think it might be next lap or this lap, but he says push on for maybe another lap or more. Let's see, do we Bucks this lap? No, we don't. We stay out for another lap. Jose as well. Does he stay out? No, Jose pits. So Jose pits. Xylie's in second. We're Bucksing this lap. It's a one stop. It's clear as day. But we're gonna get the fresh boots on, and now the question is, where do we come out? We're gonna be in that train with Xylie, Rassam, Clint, and Jose. Hell, if we get lucky, we will be hopefully we get lucky to be behind Clint. But I think it's gonna be very tough on pit exit, because again, it's looking close so far. Xylie now just crossed the start finish line. This might actually be working out a lot, and I think this actually did, because we're gonna come out. I believe we're coming out second. Yes, we did. We're gonna get the DRS as well, so that was absolutely perfect. The pit exit was amazing. We're gonna get a brilliant effort on Xylie to make the pass here, but man, that worked out perfectly. Now the question is, do we get around Xylie? And I believe we're gonna make that pass. Xylie's not defending, and there's really no point in him defending. He's got 3 seconds, but we're gonna make the pass. We take the lead of the Belgium Grand Prix. Now it's gonna be the main fight. Now we're sitting P1. Now we got control of this race. But the question is, can we hang on? That is the main goal, because we all know the bottle job never leaves, and the bottle job the bottle job's here, and that is me. I am the bottle job. So the question is, do I make a mistake? Do I crumble under pressure? And well, speaking of crumbling under pressure, I don't, but Xylie makes a good pass, and I thought I almost did squeeze him a little bit off track, and I felt like it was maybe a little bit dirty for me. I didn't intend to really squeeze him like that, but I don't think he really was bothered too much. He's still got the he's got 3 seconds. I think he's not too happy, but like I said, he's leading the championship by like over 50 points, maybe 60 points. He's on a Max Verstappen terror run. He's got 4 wins on the season, and he had a 4-race win streak. M&H broke that streak, and well, he's looking to try to get back into the P1 circle, but we're also just looking to, at the same time, just well, do the same thing, as we want to try to add our tally. We haven't won a race. We really haven't won a race on 25 yet this year, and I don't even think we've even won a league race in a really long time. I think the last league race win was maybe, I want to say, probably a league that was on a Thursday night. I think that was about it on 24. It's been a long time since we've last CP1, but like I said, I've never been so locked in my life until this race, so I was not saying a word. I was just kind of really just trying to stay with Xylie. That honestly was just the whole goal, because I was curious to see if he was going to pull away with clean air, but we are somewhat matching him. But Jose is in third. Jose is catching. Jose is quick. We all know Jose is quick. The question is, how fast is Jose? How good is his pace? Does he have wing damage? I think he's got wing damage, because he's lapping a little bit slower than us, and we're still somehow managing with Xylie as we completely just get a 3 second, almost got a 3 second from, well, I thought we were on 3 warnings, but we're on 2 actually, as we completely cut Radion, which wasn't ideal. We go down the inside on Xylie. We make the pass. Lap 14 now, and now approaching lap 15. Yeah, like I said, I've never been so locked in, so like tense in my life, but I literally never, this was probably one of the more toughest, it's honestly just felt like one of the most toughest races I've ever had to done in any league race, because I'm just trying to hold off 2 guys that are clearly quicker than me, and it's just not really working out too great. But I'm still giving it everything, and I'm actually trying to utilize the battery as perfectly as I can. I've been sitting in medium. I'm not using hot lap. I'm barely using, I'm using overtake on the exits of a lot of the corners where Xylie gets DRS, because I don't really want Xylie to get close. But if he's in that dirty air, he's really going to struggle within this dirty air. That's the thing. And I'm using the battery to sort of, I'm kind of just using the overtake to just really just use that as my defense to get the good exit, to get the good strong exit to approach these next couple of straight line speed corners, because I believe Xylie is very quick on the straight. You can see the slipstream that he's got from just following me through. You can just see how much that gap is closing down, and compared to us, we're not running 0-0 wings. We actually went with a completely different setup, but I will say I will most likely be changing the setup as we make a little pressure lockup, I guess you could say, through the bus stop chicane, but using up the battery to sort of just play it along. But you can see he's still there. But now the question is, how close can he get? Can he get us on this straight, or does he just kind of want to defend from Jose? Because again, they both got 3 seconds, so we're in a prime position to win. But that depends. Could Jose get his penalty removed? Could Xylee get his penalty removed? I mean, it just kind of all depends. And hell, if we get one more warning, we're going to be in that same boat of just getting a penalty. But you can see Xylee's definitely losing back, and he's definitely not happy with this dirty air, I can tell you that, because it's cooking up his tires, and Jose is actually dropped back. So I think Jose's engine's getting pretty hot. I don't know how hot Xylee's engine's got. Obviously, the clean air is, we all know the clean air is the best in 25. That is clear. The dirty air makes the game a little bit more fun. It is annoying, but I do like the dirty air, how it's a lot stronger. But you can see he almost pulled all the way a second. Would have did on Xylee, but he's going to get the good opportunity to still get this back. But yeah, the clean air has never felt so good in my life, but still managing on. We got 2 laps to go. The pressure is still on, but this honestly felt like Max Verstappen holding off Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri at the 2025 Japanese Grand Prix. That's what this whole race has felt like. But approaching Puan on the penultimate lap of this race, just kind of lifting through a couple corners, not trying to do anything stupid, but like I said, we are really locked in, and I've never felt this much pressure really like this in my life when it came to a league race. But like I said, I mean, when I've been kind of coaching myself to kind of be a little bit more calm with myself, because I tend to get a little bit frustrated. I think 24 really started getting my anger issues out on 24, because I absolutely just hated that game. But I've been trying to tell myself to just stay calm and just stay really more just keep a calm head for these races, because like I tell you, I definitely need to stay calm to order just to stay locked in. But last lap now of this race, Xylee is still there, but he's putting up an immense amount of pressure, but I just don't think he's going to get us. But like I said, he's got another opportunity. He's got this straight. He's got one last shot of DRS, but you can see he's a second behind. But Jose as well, I think Jose's just backed off. He's got 6 seconds. Jose really just kind of got unlucky with that moment with one of the Astons. I don't know who that was, but he sort of got the crap end of the stick, I guess you could say. But you can see Xylee, he's got the DRS, but he's just too far back. He's 8/10 back down the straight. I mean, if this was F1 23, he would have had the most blistering slipstream. But yeah, honestly, I'm honestly just kind of speechless right now, because I don't know how we really did this. But we're in possibly the prime position to take a league racing win in a really long time. It's been a really long time since I've last seen P1, so this win definitely is going to be probably one of my more impressive ones, I felt like, a little bit. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, it's a 9-car grid, there was really no pressure. But, I mean, when you got 2 guys that are a lot quicker than you behind, it's also pretty surreal. But still approaching No Name, and yeah, honestly, still just staying locked in. I haven't said a word since after that pit stop. I literally did not say a word at all. But well, we're in the best position. Xylee's got one last shot down this straight, but again, if he tries to undecline his penalty, I don't know how it is. But yeah, we're gonna come home. We're gonna take the win here at Spa. We haven't won in a really long time, but we're gonna see P1, and we're gonna see that brake marker board and all that stuff. But we win the Belgium Grand Prix. What a race!
Let's go, man. Yes. Oh. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. I had to work for that shit. Oh. Dude, that felt like
Speechless, that's all I can really say. Yeah, what a race that was. First win in a really long time. And now we got 2 wins in Tier 1. We did have 3, but Monaco we got a race ban. in a penalty, so can't really count that. But yeah, really strong race from us. Probably one of the best races I think I've actually ever done, personally. But yeah, really strong result. And that's going to help Ferrari out in the Constructors quite a bit, because Ferrari is definitely struggling in the Tier 1 Constructors, considering that I literally missed 3 races because I've had internet issues or I've just had issues connecting to the game. But getting a couple messages, also replying back to someone within the LDR chat, but giving out GG's to Jose and Xylee for, honestly, just for the whole race. But yeah, what a race that was. what a race that was. But yeah, there it is. 25 points. We take home the max. Xylee gets 23, obviously with that sprint race, so he's going to come home in second. And Rassam gets 3. Carlos gets 4. Jose actually only secures 10 points. Obviously, Jose is a reserve, so he's not a full-time driver. But yeah, everybody got points except Knight this whole weekend. So Knight got the worst out of it from both McLarens. But we're going to take a look at the driver standings now. Yeah, it's still pretty competitive when it comes to this gap with third, but yeah, we sit 6th now. That win definitely did help us out quite a bit. I don't know how we got 1 pole. We didn't even get a pole this year, but yeah, it's still very much, honestly, I want to say the title is out of reach, but it very much is. So, I mean, we have to win basically every race, but like I said, it was the one last shot to really just make an effort, but honestly, the Constructors is where I'm more curious about, because Kicks still lead the Constructors, but if me and Clint keep on doing what we're doing, we have a good shot at getting these Constructors. So if we can get one for Ferrari, that'd be pretty awesome. But still 24 races left to go. Anything can happen. Anything can really happen at this rate. I mean, safety cars, hell, Xylee can miss a race. Both Kicks Albers can miss a race. You don't really know, but yeah, well, what a race. That's all I can really say. Really, just crazy. So there you have it for round number 6 of the LDR Championship. But yeah, a P1. Honestly, was very shocked with how this race went. I didn't expect it to go that insane, but it did. So honestly, I'm very much happy, because a win's a win, and I haven't won in a long time, so it felt pretty good. But yeah, but hopefully we can keep this momentum going into next week. Next week is the Hungaroring. Actually, by the time I'm posting this, it's actually tomorrow, so I know this video was very late. I would like to apologize, but Hungary is a track where I hate, so honestly, I'll be surprised if I even get a P5, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But thank you everybody for watching this video. I appreciate all the support this channel has gotten. I believe for everybody, for all the subs, all the likes, all the comments. I'm reading them all. Thank you everybody so much for all the support. It truly means a lot to me. But have a good rest of your day, have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video.